thing, though.
No. To you guys,
Yeah.
in case you want it.
Only
Well,
if I pass. Yuck.
Well, let's get this thing done. See if it won't take 2.5 hours this time.
Let's hope not. Last time that was 45 questions again. Woohoo.
Yeah, that's more than the review.
Yeah. Well, the review should be the same thing we're using.
Yeah, there's just more questions added in.
Yeah.
My printer didn't print them all.
Okay, let's see if I can find the spreadsheet. I got too many spreadsheets, folks. What's the other ones we're going to need? The quantitative inference or the descriptive?
Probably the inference. I can't remember when I was looking through it.
Let's see. Let's open it and see.
Inference and another one.
Well, I know one of them's going to be the categorical data analysis thingy.
You got to do the proportions.
Yeah.
On that other one.
Yeah, and
Which is that?
You got to do the one sample z-test and
the 2 and then the chi-squared one.
Chi-square one. Ugh. All right, let's go be tortured. One true. Done.
Good job.
Okay.
John's participation is finished for the evening. Thank you very much.
All of you other brains have to take care of the rest of this because I ain't the brains of this outfit, that's for sure.
Did you go through your tests with, I don't remember his name, whatever his name is?
I'm going to do mine tomorrow. I was supposed to do it tonight, but my accounting's too busy right now, so.
Yeah, that one's pretty busy. That one keeps you going.
You have accounting too? That sounds horrible. Happy semester.
That managerial accounting 202 is not fun.
It's
I hate that one.
And it's miserable right now. It's like, oh, yuck.
Okay, so let's first question.
I have to go back.
Anyway.
Yep. Oh.
So this is a quantitative, right? Of some sort.
I'm wondering.
Or is it categorical?
I'm wondering if it's categorical because it's.
I think it's categorical.
Yeah.
I was looking at the next one.
But if it's yeah. So independent sample t-test.
In the videos or in his lesson or his whatever it is that he does with us, if we go back and watch it, what is that thing called?
Office hours.
Yeah,
office hour. He had one that was very similar to this.
Well, we've had these in almost every group meeting quiz we've had.
And more and more and more options.
They're just adding more information, yeah.
So he had a one. Go ahead, Brett.
Well, I was just going to say to John, I would agree with him about the independent sample t-test if we had decided this was quantitative. But I think we've decided it's categorical.
Yes. Which
is going to take that out of play.
Okay.
Because you're everything through ANOVA is quantitative, right?
Right.
Yes.
and the other 3 are categorical. So that narrows it down for us. Instead of 8, we have 3 choices.
One would be Z-tests.
So
There'll
the
be
chi-squared is a yes or no, right?
Yes, it's
So is that-
independent or not independent. Not dependent, or however you want to word that.
Then I am thinking it might be a 2 proportion. I don't know.
It doesn't even, oh yeah, 1 and 2 proportion. Well, it's either a 2 proportion or the
Mm-hmm.
chi-squared one or the other.
Well, now I'm questioning my categorical response because what you're looking to determine is the education level of managers is independent of the country which they are from.
Right.
Yeah,
Which would be that'd be a categorical.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
that,
quantitative would be numbers.
okay,
Yeah.
This would be a,
that's what I was thinking. Okay,
So I'm thinking, because like John said, we're asking about independence
Mm-hmm.
or dependence. I think it's the chi-squared.
I think it's chi-squared too.
the one question that he did on office hours was very similar. It was a survey about college degrees and not degrees and their retirement plans and how that, if they were prepared, if they had retirement plans, yes or no.
Uh-huh.
And it was a chi-squared one. It was very similarly worded, but sometimes they try to trick us on
They
purpose.
trick you.
Yeah.
They throw in words
And
that trick you.
he flat out said they try to trick us.
So that's what I'm trying to decide, is if
So it's
yes or no question, or if we're comparing 2 things.
I think
so
we're,
the yes or no.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I think out loud too often.
So do I. I don't think it's a yes or no answer here. I think, we're looking at the education level. Are they dependent or independent of the country they are from?
Well, I agree you're looking at the education level, but the latter part of your question is independent of the country. Okay,
Yeah.
so you could
What to do?
you could have a guy from the United States that's got, he's a manager and he's got a bachelor's degree, or you could have a guy from Korea that's a manager, he's got a master's or maybe even a PhD. Okay, or it could be reversed.
Yeah.
I
So that's why I'm thinking it's
that.
so. And it does have, it depends on the location. Does it depend on the location or not? And that's the yes or no question that Molly's asking about.
Okay.
If it, so I'm really thinking it's the chi-squared.
I think so too.
I do too.
Okay, we'll try that. Okay.
Okay.
40 years old or younger, and 40 and older.
So I'm guessing we'd switch over to a quantitative of some sort.
Yeah, I think it's paired samples. But these I always screw up, so.
Okay, so they're 2 groups.
Right.
They're not really dependent on each other because they're just older than 40 or
Younger
than 40, right?
Yeah.
And why they were terminated. 2 groups inside the population.
Yeah.
So independent. sample
Independent. Yeah.
2 sample, and is it 2T independent? Or 2 sample T? Or whatever the heck it is?
Sample
Or
T.
1.
Independent sample t-test. I need to go get my charger. I'll be right back.
Okay. Number 4. The survey was conducted by. So we're still a quantitative on this one?
I think so.
Of 152 male. Which hypothesis test?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Did we answer number 4?
No.
Yeah, we tried independent sample T. No, sorry, that was 3.
That was 3. Yeah, random sample.
So is this a 1 sample of some sort?
Yeah, I think so, because they're only sampling males.
And then we'd have to decide if the standard deviation is, or what is that one there? That's standard deviation? No, no.
Yeah, I
On-
don't
on-
think it is. If
So you
it's
think-
going to be a 1 sample, I think it would be the t-test.
Yeah.
So, or is it a proportion? We want to determine if the proportion of male is different than the proportion of males in the population.
Yeah.
Now, see, I have a question about that one then, because we find
Yes.
that word proportion in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to second guess myself.
Yeah. Me too.
Isn't
Because it's a
Britton told me
percentage.
once? Yeah, Britton told me proportion. If you see your word proportion,
You can go to
it's a
percent.
highlight for percentage. Yeah,
So we'd have
which
a
would make
test,
it categorical.
test on 1 proportion.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sounds good to me. Have contributed to 4. Now I'm done. Good heavens, if we're gonna have 27 of these questions, I'm gonna shoot
No, there's
myself.
not too many of these.
Yeah.
Well, at least there wasn't on the pre.
Now you'll get into some other kind of stuff here in a little while.
Oh, yippee.
Yeah, it gets a lot easier.
Just
Well, not easier, but it's not the thing. Which drive me crazy.
mm-hmm.
Catch right with the proportion and the percentage. Because that means we'd be living within that 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. 5.
What do we think? What is for? One.
I think it's a
One
test of 1
proportion.
proportion
One proportion.
because it's talking about percentiles inside a proportion or a proportion of, anyways.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, it's wrong. 2 different combination blocks. So this one's a paired, right?
I think so.
Of some sort?
Yep.
Because each of the students use they're strictly by the same one, so it's got to be a paired sample.
Paired
t-test.
sample t-test. Oh, yay.
Everybody agree with that one?
Yeah, let's go with it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm good.
Okay, 6.
Okay, so for the next 3 questions, identify the one confidence interval that is most appropriate for the given situation.
Bank employs 2 appraisers. So it's still got to be paired, right?
I'd say paired, yeah,
Yeah.
because
They're using
both
the
of them have to,
same house.
yep, do the same ones.
Same type of houses, so.
It's not talking about proportions or
Nope,
it's just the values.
yep,
So it'd be value driven.
yep. $38 more.
Okay, so this one's got percentage in it again. And you got 2 different majors, psychology and accounting.
So is it a 2?
I'd say a 2.
Which is,
It can't be
What?
Chi because they don't have confidence levels, right? Oh, it's not even
Right.
on here.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
even listed, so are
Not
we
even a
saying
choice.
it's the paired samples or the independent samples?
Well, it's a categorical again. So it's the,
Two
and they're talking
proportions.
percentage, which is proportion, and you got 2 different proportions they're looking at. So I'd say confidence interval for 2
Okay.
proportions.
So E. Okay, are we supposed to have twice?
Because they're
Actually, F, John.
satisfied. Yeah. it's good.
Yeah. F, there's F. Okay, I missed it. I missed A.
8. Oh, crap.
Well, there's no percentage in this.
Nope.
So that knocks out the last 2.
So, and we already have the number for the, it's already given that the regular Oreos, whatever their amount is.
It gives us the
What?
double stuff.
Yeah, so we already have that. We're just matching it up against what the Oreos are.
Right,
So
what
we're
the
just-
double stuff are.
So we're
One-
just
The
doing
regular Oreos, yeah.
one sample. And then we'd have to decide whether the deviation is known or not. The deviation would be known on the regular Oreos, but it wouldn't be known on these Oreos until we figure it out. So is it a T? So it's unknown?
I think
T
it's a
because
one
unknown.
sample T.
Okay.
Unless it's a 2, because are you comparing the
We're
double
comparing the final.
to the?
I think we're comparing the final. So wouldn't it be a 2, like you said?
I think it would. I think it would just be
'Cause we're not-
independent, right?
Yeah, we're not rejecting it right out of the gate,
Okay.
which would be the type 1. We're running through the whole test and then comparing it against the other.
Well, the hypothesis for a 2 sample T is the mu1 equals mu2, which I think is what we're hearing here.
Well, we're gonna have the null of they're not equal because we're trying to see if there's as much cream filling in the double as there is in the single, correct or not?
Right. I think
Okay.
we're doing numbers, so
So you want to find the true mean to compare it against
the 55.
the regular Oreos.
Well, the 55 is the sample number, so are we doing
Oh, yeah, you're right.
dependent?
Not-
Oh.
I think it might be independent.
I'm tending to go with independent too.
If it was a one sample, I think we would have a mu to compare it to, or a mean or something.
Yeah. And it's not really paired. Well, ugh. I'll fall on the horse for this, so I'm gonna go with independent.
So do we say we're doing 2 samples then, even though we're only collecting 1?
See, that's where I'm having a concern, is we only have one sample.
Yeah.
We're only collecting the single. We already have our so-called answer from the other. We're not collecting anything on that. We just have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're trying to find the mean because we don't know it.
Glad I don't have to do this because I'd just eat the Oreo double stuff and say, too bad. I don't know.
You just eat them. Well, I'm going to guess on the 1 sample T.
Okay.
That's the one I'm going towards.
Let's
You
go
guys-
with it.
Let's do it.
Because the Z, we would have to know the mean, and we don't know the mean,
Yeah.
right? Because we're trying to find
Samples,
it.
we just don't have the other sample
Yeah.
here. So
If we were sampling them both, I think we'd have to go on the other side, but they still wouldn't be paired. They could be independent,
could be.
but we're only still sampling the 1, so. Okay, that's what I'm gonna guess. Okay, 9.
Okay.
Which of the following best defines the notion of the significance?
Is it A?
I just
By a couple of the questions I've seen before, that would be right.
Let's see.
I think that was on the homework.
It seems like it.
yeah, there was
Something.
one about this, and I just reviewed it with my tutor this morning. And I want to say it's a I hate this. Yuck.
Okay.
No, 10 is actually 10 is actually that answer.
Ten would
Yes.
be
P-value is the sample statistic more extreme.
Yeah, 10 is C because that's the one I missed on it because I went over it with him this morning and that's what he told me. I remember that one.
Let's see.
Yeah.
then I think 9 must be 9 is C.
Let me
and 10 is B.
let me look real quick. Hang on.
I think 9 is B. Looking at lesson 9 in the book, Lesson 9, section 4.5, type 1 and type 2 errors says committing a type 1 error.
So that would be, we're
That'd be
going to
B.
say that.
I've got this thing from lesson 9, the lesson 9 recap. The level of significance is the standard for determining whether or not the null hypothesis should be rejected.
So the null, yeah, that would be a type 1 because the alt would be a type 2, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The type 1 error is committed when we reject a null hypothesis that is in reality true. And a type 2 is committed when we fail to reject that is in a null hypothesis, which is in reality not true. So the value of significance, the alpha symbol, is the probability of committing a type 1 error. See, this is one of those tricky ones again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think you're right. The two of you.
So B, 9 is B and 10 is C.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got to remember there can't be 95s and 95s in there. So that one's gone.
Really? That's the one I thought it was.
That's one I thought it was
I'm almost
too.
positive that's what he said in his video. That you can't state 95 twice.
I've missed this question so many times, but that's the one I was thinking that it was. It's B.
Maybe it is.
I
Maybe I listened wrong.
And if it is, I'd like to know why,
would like to
because
know
that's
why.
confusing.
Yeah, I don't like the way they word
That
some
is-
of these because they don't word them like they do in the homework.
Uh-huh.
No.
They change the wording up to confuse us. He even said some of that on one of the videos.
Well, the way he was wording it in the videos was confusing me.
Yeah, he would change it all too. Going, oh,
Yeah.
I think I
'Cause he
get
was
more
good.
confused watching him than I do.
Great state of confusion, isn't it?
Okay, so we're gonna try
Oh.
95 of 95.
Oh,
That's cool.
crap.
See, I think the reason it would be is because what it's saying is, out of all the
It's either B or-
confidence intervals, yeah, out of all the confidence intervals,
Dang it.
95% of them are going to contain the actual mean, the true mean, and I had Britton kind of explain this to me once, and I can't remember exactly how he did it. When he did it, it made sense, but
Well, it's either B or D. It's the only two I think it can be.
yeah, you're right there.
I think that's the only options we have. A and C, I think, are completely out.
Because yeah,
So we can try B.
it's got to be the true mean. So yeah, those are the two.
Crap.
It seems
I
like
like the chance in there.
is the one that's worded that way, but I could be way off.
So what do we think it is?
I'm saying B.
I think it's B.
Okay, let's go
Okay.
with it. Can we take 2 seconds? And I lost the test, so I opened it back up, and yeah.
So you need the answers again, or what?
Just 2 through 8. And it'll,
Okay.
yeah.
2. 2 is the chi-squared.
Okay.
3 is the test of 2 proportions.
Okay.
4 is test of 1 proportion.
Okay.
What did we get for 5? Was that was paired samples, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, paired sample.
Yeah.
Because they were the
Okay.
students.
And then 6, I think we got paired samples again, T confidence interval.
Okay.
Yeah.
7, I think we decided on 2 proportions on that one.
Okay. Confidence interval for 2. Okay. 8 I have. 9, 10, and 11 I have. So I'm up to date. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, you bet. Okay, so now we get to start figuring again.
Yippee.
Okay. So which one where it's exactly the same? Is it the mean of the distribution where it's the same as the P?
I think that's
There's one of
correct.
them.
I think so. Yeah.
So our answer would be 0.3 or 0.30.
Okay.
I sure like it in the our little practice that it gives other answers, where in this it doesn't give us anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that better. And I can see if I'm even close on the same path. So on 13,
Standard deviation. Ugh, yuck.
I got B on it. Off the review,
What is B?
0.046. Because then I did the little square root of the mean, which is the p value, which is 0.3 times by 1 minus 0.3 divided by 100.
Oh my gosh.
And that got you the 0.046?
Yeah.
I think that's correct.
Sounds good.
No, I got some studying to do tonight.
Me too.
I don't remember any of that.
3. Yuck.
So some of this, in the first one, if you print out the review, it's got little recap things on 16, 17, 18, and 19.
Yeah.
That's kind of
This
where I
is-
found some of this stuff.
No, I've got that stuff printed out.
I don't know that it was right or wrong, but hey, we'll just look on that.
That's kind of what my tutor told me. He said if you print out the reviews and the for each chapter, and you get them put all on one page, you
Right.
can use that as your help for the exams.
Well, I don't know how that's a big piece of paper.
Yeah. But I think you can fill front and back with it and you can do it.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, that's the way I figured out 12. Hopefully it's right. At least that's the way I calculated when I did it.
Okay.
Well, it's better than what I calculated, which was I didn't do it.
Okay.
You and me both, Molly. Yuck.
Okay, so this one, we have to do the value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. So the value is the 25%, if I remember right. And the P and the P is 0.3 still. And then if I did the standard deviation right, then it's 0.046.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came up with a negative 1.869 or something similar to that. And then I plugged it into the applet.
And got 0.938.
Did you put in 1.086?
I put in 1.869. What is it?
1.0869.
Are we shading to the left or the right, or does that even matter?
It'd be less than 25, so I think we're going to the left.
Okay. I got 0.1385.
Yeah, that's about what I got, but it doesn't give me that answer. So I just was guessing. Maybe I rounded some stuff up that I shouldn't have. I could be completely out in the dark on this, so.
I'll go with 0.1385.
On the review, it only gives us an option of 0.138, 0.124, or some big numbers, 0.8.
I'll take 0.138 for the win.
That's as long as to do the, again, the z-score or the whatever, that value and mean divided by the standard deviation. That all depends on if the 11 and 12 are right, or whatever numbers those are.
Yeah.
12 and 13.
I agree. Oh, goody,
Take
our
it easy.
margin of error. Yuck.
Okay, so what did you put again?
I put 0.138 for 14.
All right.
Somehow my numbers are off on the review by a whole number versus the regular, so I'm staying close. Okay. So this one, we got a 2 sample thingamajigger. I think we used the 2 proportions, right? And the Z on this one.
Sounds good to me.
Because we got the 2 p-hat scores, because we got 16 over, no, we got 61. Where I remember 61 at? Yeah, 61 out of 1,563, and then we got 15 out of 579.
Okay, so X1 on this is
61.
the 61. Okay. Over 1563.
Yeah.
And X2 is going to be the 15 over 579. And the type of test is going to be,
It's a 95% confidence level. We got to find out. Well, for this part of it, the confidence intervals don't change. Then or equal to or whatever. You guys get, what'd you guys get on the confidence intervals?
Not there.
Oh, okay.
I got negative 0.003 and 0.029.
Okay. That's what I got. Too.
That's what I've got. So what does that give us for margin of error?
Have
that's
no
the
clue because I fail this every time I'm supposed to get this right.
Upper bound minus lower bound,
Divided by 2, right?
and then divide by 2.
And the upper bound is the 0.029.
Correct?
So then you would add 0.003 to that.
Okay,
So
so
0.032.
Yep.
divided by 2. I got 0.02773 blah blah blah. So it'd be 0.03.
No, you're off somewhere, John.
This is where I always run into the trouble here.
Are
So
you-
take your 0.029 out
Yeah.
and add 0.003 to it.
Okay.
So that's 0.032.
Hold on. Nope. 0.026.
No, you're subtracted. Add
I'm
point.
adding.
Don't play with the negative.
I'm not.
So 0.003 plus 0.029.
Okay. Let's try.
That should be 0.032.
Yeah, it's giving me. Okay, hold on here.
Are you using a calculator, John?
No, I'm using Excel,
Hmm.
and I'm just putting it in the high,
Yeah.
which is point.
Get rid of that. You got to get rid of that negative on the 0.003
Okay.
to get your true distance.
So that would, okay, let me do this. Minus that. Okay, that did that. Okay, now divide by 2. 0.031.
No,
Should come up with 0.032.
yeah, because you're just adding 0.003 to 0.029. You just do it on your phone or on a calculator.
But you're not dividing by 2?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not until you add those two up.
I got the 0.032.
Okay.
Okay, divide by 2 now.
Okay, equals that. And then equals that divided by 2. Okay. 0.016.
There you go.
Okay. Trying to have it do too many steps. Okay, input lower bound. Yeah, we can do all this part.
Yeah, that stuff's right there.
Yeah.
What is the lower bound? I got my numbers all screwed up somehow.
I got a negative 0.003.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the upper
Negative
bound.
0.00 what?
0.003 with a negative.
All right. And what's the upper?
0.029.
0.029. I didn't figure out what numbers to put in. That was a 2 sample Z test.
Yeah, 2 sample Z test proportion.
So,
Test for proportion. So X1, we put in 61.
oh, I got them backwards. That's what I did.
And that's what normally happens to me. I get them backwards all the time.
I think,
The X, that makes sense. I just had them in the wrong way.
let me go back and make sure. Let P1 of the true proportion of people experience dizziness while taking Acupril.
It's got to be right because mine wouldn't even give me an answer. So,
Yeah, if you put
P2
the
is the
smaller
placebo.
numbers in the bottom.
Yeah, S2 is the placebo, which is the 15 over 579.
Right.
Okay, you see those numbers now, Molly?
I do. So 61 and 1563
Yes,
and 15 and
579.
579.
15. Good grief. I need to go to bed. This over
You're not
tomorrow.
on the East Coast. Not know it yet.
Gosh. All right.
Let me ask
A
something.
little
Did
slow,
you
but I
find a
got.
house?
So did you get the 0.016? Oh, you got to
Got
get
it.
those. Now you got your numbers. Those two conference, those intervals together, and then divide by 2.
Yep.
All right.
And don't do the stupid stuff I was doing.
Just copying it in there into Excel, and it was just throwing it off.
Hypothesis test portion. different. Okay, so type of test is different.
So we just want to know if they're different, right?
Yeah.
So p-value is 0.145, which is higher. So it shows P1 equals P2, HA. So it's A?
I'd say A.
I think
Sounds good to me.
that's what I think. Statistic.
Value.
1.458.
Yep.
And because we're doing that, we got to do
0.145.
so 0.145. So you got
Uh-huh.
Of the p-value? Okay, wait a second. I've got the wrong type of
Yeah.
test in then.
yeah, because you got to do it's that it's not equal to off
Okay.
our. That's if as long as we did the 2 questions ahead earlier, right,
Okay.
where they're not equal to on number A,
Okay.
Yeah, as long as our hypothesis test is correct, then
then
the
we're good.
p-value is 0.145.
Okay.
Or p-value is way bigger than the significance, like almost triple.
So we failed to reject the HO.
So that would be D, correct?
Sufficient evidence. There's insufficient evidence.
Yeah, because it's bigger, so there'd be insufficient. We would still fail to reject,
But it's no.
but I don't know. This was what I was questioning myself on this one.
Well, it says in the question, is there sufficient evidence? But there's not. There's insufficient evidence. So
So I'd say
I
no,
re-
I failed to reject.
Yeah, I would too on that one. Okay, test of independence is going to be a chai.
Yes.
Okay, column 1.
I don't know why they don't let you copy this stuff. It's so annoying.
They did last semester. You could copy all of it and put it in anything. This semester, not so much.
I just had a question about that too. I was gonna try something.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got 6 point.
579.
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
which kind of bugged me because on the whatchamacallit, the warm-up test, it says our choice is 6.580. So
Oh yeah, like they're always a little bit wrong.
there's always a little bit of variance in there. So the p-value is
0.087.
point.
So for
It's 0.087 is what it shows in the choice.
okay. So
So
on
we're going to round up 0.0866 up to just a 0.087.
okay. So on 22, are we going 6.579 or 6.580?
I put 80, but I should round up either way, I
Okay.
think, in the test. I'm just going off of the given answers that it's given me to choose from. The ones that, like, Okay, 24. It is still high if our significance is that's 0.5. So if that's the case, we do no again.
Yeah, we don't reject.
And it's greater than 0.5?
0.05. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like D.
Yes.
$25. Halfway there, yay.
Yay.
A little over halfway. So we have insufficient evidence. And we have to restate the null or the alt, right?
Right.
Correct.
That they're not independent.
Being a morning or evening person is not independent.
Okay, so D.
Yep.
No, here we go.
Okay. So this one is a 1 proportion. So we're going to do, if I read it right, 50 out of 200. 95% confidence level.
What's a null hypothesis?
Is it going to ask us that?
Yeah. We have to put something in it so we can get information.
Yeah, it won't change our confidence interval, but it'll change our p-value.
Yeah.
So we're going to want to know if it's greater than, because we want to know if 50 of these. We want to know which ones are greater than the p-value. It says let P be the proportion of the investment managers who graduated from one of the top 10 businesses who outperformed the Dow Jones.
So what is the null hypothesis we're going?
Yeah, I'm not positive on the null. The recent book.
Not either. Oh. Yuck.
So is it 20? Like it says in the first part of it, 20%?
Sure. I have no clue, but yes, that sounds good.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's not yet anyways. Oh, it is 20. Because if you look down in the next on 29, the hypothesis showing 20.
Okay.
Okay, but we won't go there yet. We got to go back and do 28 first.
26, 27, and 28. Okay.
Okay, so 24. These sample size ones aren't my favorite. So here's where I went with this one. So if you go on your little recap, if you go the second part of lesson 17, it talks about how to get the sample size. So because we have the margin of error of 0.02 and our z-score is 1.960, I think we use that first one where we square it, and then we use the p-value, whatever that is, times by 1 minus that. What do you think?
What number are you on?
Oh, 28. Where are you at?
Where are you at? Are we on 26?
Jeff was doing 28.
Oh, we skipped I missed these, I
Well,
guess.
the confidence values don't change off anything we put in there. They stay at 0.190, 0.21.
All right. All right, I got you.
95% confidence level. Or null hypothesis is 0.20. But that doesn't help us on 28. Well, I guess it kind of does. So now is when I use that formula.
So that's the p times 1 minus p divided by n?
So
No,
you got your little recap open.
kind of.
I mean, the quiz, whatever the heck it is, the review.
Oh, no.
I don't remember where this is in the book, but it's in lesson 17. It talks about the margin of error. It's down towards the bottom. It's for the n value. It's got the z value inside parentheses divided by our margin of error squared. And we have our p value. So we do p times 1 minus p.
Okay.
You have to, I can't really explain it without, I could show you that one right there.
I got it.
It's not very clear, but anyways.
So what number did you get, Jeff?
I
got-
got
1537?
1537, yeah.
Okay.
So that's the sample size?
Yeah.
Yes, that's question 28.
Too bad they don't have any of these answers. I don't care. Yeah.
I'm going to fail this test.
So if I fail this test, I could take this stupid class over and I'll be super mad.
We know that feeling, huh, Joy?
I'm not failing this class.
So we're gonna, if we go back to our other part where we got the type test is greater than 0.20.
Mm-hmm. So it would be,
So HO is P equals 0.20.
P equals 0.20, so that eliminates it.
So
So
it's
half of
gonna
it.
be B, right?
And then we want to have p value is greater than.
Greater than, so E.
I got
B,
second to the
C,
last
D,
one.
E.
yeah, second to the last one. Only 15 more.
Oh my gosh, my head hurts.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Is it A by
you got-
chance?
what?
A?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think so.
That's looking very familiar. I will
Because
be,
the greater than 5 is the chi-squared one, or chi-squared
Yeah.
or whatever. He chastised somebody for saying chi-squared or chi-squared. He said it's not chi or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I think in the book they call it a chi.
Yeah, somebody called it chi, and teachers thought that wasn't funny.
1.768.
Yeah, that's what I got.
how'd you get that?
From the,
That's just on your spreadsheet.
What spreadsheet?
So
God.
you got You have your null
I'm toast.
hypothesis correct in there,
I'm
John?
toast, folks. Are we on the 1 proportion or 2 still?
1.
And the null hypothesis is 0.2? Or did
Correct.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
is it
0.2.
greater than or?
Greater than.
Okay. So they are asking for the test statistic, which is Z.
Right?
So 1.77?
I did it 3 decimals, 1.768.
Okay, so we aren't rounding on that one. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It didn't give me that option in the answers or the choices of the answers.
Okay, p-value 0.039.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, yay. Okay.
So this time we reject it, right? Because
But
the
is it a
significance.
yes or no?
I think it's yes on this one. Maybe not.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. You gotta find. I'm just guessing. Because
P-value is less than reject.
then yeah, I would reject it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm toast, folks. Oh, goody. Now we get to open up another spreadsheet.
Come on, really?
I know. I've got 6 open, though, from other classes, so. Oh. Oh, there's lots of numbers with this.
And
So which one are we using here?
not the one we're in.
One sample t-test.
I think you're right.
Works for me.
You gotta have that one. You gotta answer that with more confidence.
Yeah, come on, Molly. You know all of this stuff.
Disneyland. You know everything.
I know. Did
think
you
that's
find
what-
a house?
We did actually, yep.
Where is it?
It's in Imperial.
Oh, nice.
Eh,
You're like, nah, not so much.
it's all right.
Then Coeur d'Alene.
It's not Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene's much prettier.
Oh no, expensive. I know Coeur d'Alene's pretty. It's gorgeous up there. But as far as
Oh,
cost
what
of the
heck
house,
is wrong?
real
It's
estate,
actually about the same. Imperial is
Oh, really?
not bad. Yeah,
that's good.
that's because it's in the middle of nowhere. Oh, we got 0.282.
On the on lower bound.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I got 0.283. Are we doing a type of test that's greater than or less than, or does it? It doesn't.
It says in the null hypothesis it's not equal to hypothesis.
Okay.
That shouldn't affect your bounds.
Right.
And I won't change that.
What's a null hypothesis?
It's
We find it in the
mu
next.
is equal to 0.295.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I've still got 0.283 and 0.293. Am I off or?
Yeah, something's not right.
Unless you just missed one number when you copied and pasted it.
Well, my first number is 0.294.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my last number is 0.233.
I should be right. Something's wrong.
What row is 0.233 in, John? Is it row 104?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. 0.233 and 104.
That's weird.
Because the confidence level. Let me see something here. Nope, that didn't change it. Yeah, it's 0.283 and 0.293.
And your confidence level is 0.95?
Mm-hmm.
What's your null hypothesis?
0.295.
Hmm.
Because if I don't put something in there, then I don't have a t-score or all this other crap.
One sample t-test for means?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got the mean is 0.288. Standard deviation 0.026.
Yep.
And
There must be a number in there that's
n
not
equals
working right.
100.
Yeah, that's weird.
Degrees of freedom of 99, and then negative 2.83803 on the t-score.
No, I've got negative 2.692 on the t-score.
Huh.
Let's go with what you guys have. What are your numbers? I trust y'all more than I do me.
Test this thing. 0.282.
Okay, and the upper bound?
Same as you, 0.293.
Okay. Degrees of freedom.
That should be the same.
Yeah, all of that looked like it was the same, so
99. But what was your test? What was your T?
different. So hang on.
Did you get 2.803,
No, I got
Brett, non-negative?
I got negative 2.692. So what is it?
Sorry, Jeff, I was talking to my
What'd
son.
you
What
get?
were you asking me?
I got on the T-score, on the test statistic, did you get a negative 2.803?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
I've got something different. So negative 2.803.
Yeah. P-value of 0.006.
So I've got 0.008. Okay.
Yeah, something messed up in yours. Well, maybe not. Maybe all three of us is messed up and yours is right.
I doubt it. 0.006.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're well below. So we have sufficient evidence to say something.
Well, that narrows it down to A or D. I think it's equal to.
Yeah, because it was not equal to, right? So we're going to say it's equal to. Well, we have sufficient evidence to say that the true means is different.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is different. Okay. So let's go with A.
I agree.
Okay.
Wait,
So yeah, A.
Because it's below the significance of 0.05.
oh, you're right. Yeah, it's got an extra zero in there.
Oh, goody.
Alrighty.
Okay, AM, PM heights.
So I'm going to say 2 sample t-test.
Yeah, this is a 2.
Let's see if we get this one right. If this one's wrong, I may delete this whole chart and redo it.
Yeah, that happened to me one night. It screwed it up every time.
M's in the
I've
right
had that happen
column.
before too.
I have to go backwards and put it back in every once in a while.
Okay, so does one go in front of the other one?
AM, we're subtracting PM from AM if I read it right.
AM minus PM.
Yep.
Yeah, AM minus PM.
Okay, if we're doing differences, then it's not the two sample, it's the paired sample t-test, because that's differences.
You are correct, sir.
Okay, so let's try this again. Okay. Sheesh. So we're subtracting AM, so AM's first. And okay.
So what'd you get?
Well, hang on. Confidence level 95%. What's a null hypothesis?
We don't need anything in there yet to do the confidence levels.
Okay. I've got 8.728 and 10.455.
Okay, me too.
Hallelujah. Got something right.
That's not what I have.
What do you
What do you
have?
have?
Hang on.
Okay, you're making me nervous now.
Paired sample t-test. This is the one that usually screws up for me for some reason.
You might need to erase it and re-download it then. So you start with 1728 and 1720,
Yeah.
and
All right,
then
let's-
you end with 27 and 1721.
1727 and 1721.
Yeah.
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 No
And they're
hypothesis
40.
is 0.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then not equal to.
That's what I got. But my confidence interval is 8.154 and 10.385.
I hate this.
What'd you get,
Yeah.
Brett?
That's not
Hang
cool.
on here. I'm retrying it myself just to make sure.
I guess the moral of the story is make sure you download these before the test starts. AM minus PM, right?
Yeah, AM in the first column and PM in the second.
Hold on here a second. Just 1 second here. Okay, somehow I copied the same exact column in my data sheet so that both my columns were the same data.
Oh,
Oops.
yeah, that throws it off.
I was just getting the straight zeros and I'm going, wait a minute here, that's not right. Something doesn't look good.
See, mine doesn't give me any differences until it gets down to line 20.
Oh, that's where your problem lies.
Yeah, I don't-
For some
Yeah.
reason,
Why it does that?
it's not calculating right.
Yeah, I would say delete it and reload.
So what is,
Yeah.
if you go into your column there, on differences and click on it, does it give you an equation,
No,
an if equation?
no, it only starts on 20.
Does it
That's why.
does it do it on 20?
Yep.
Yeah, so somehow
Okay,
yours have
copy
been
that.
deleted.
Copy that and take it to the top.
Yeah.
Just click on it, copy it, take it, and paste it in the top one.
Well, you should be able to click and drag it up.
Too.
Because if she copies and pastes, it's going to copy the information from.
No,
The
it'll
20,
readjust.
not right.
It's smart enough. It figures it out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's supposed to.
I've never been able to do that, and I can barely get it to click and drag.
So
All right.
confidence levels 0.95, null hypothesis is 0,
Yep.
Yeah.
and we're doing not equal to.
728.
8.728.
Okay.
Did you
You
get
got
it?
it.
Yeah, works.
Okay, good.
And 10.455 for the upper.
Yes.
Yep.
Test statistic is 22.446.
Yeah, 22.446.
Degrees of freedom is 40.
Sounds good. Key value. Oh, yay.
P-value is the big
Is all number.
nothing.
2.79468 minus 24.
But your 24 decimal points to the left, you got to move it. So it's a teeny number. It's way smaller than 0.05.
Yeah, so 0 basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with 0. I don't know why I'm getting this weird p-value.
Well, no, that's right. It's just, you just have to take the decimals. Does it say negative 24?
No,
What does it show?
2.79468 E minus 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's negative 24.
Okay, okay.
So that means that that's 24 zeros after your point.
Oh, good heavens.
That's how small the number is.
So it's super duper small. It's way smaller than the
Okay, so
other one.
2.79 is right?
No,
No, it's 0.
Okay,
it's 0.
okay. Thank you.
3 decimal
So you would
places.
Yeah, you would move that decimal point 24 spots to the left.
Okay.
So it'd be 0.23 zeros and then 2 cents.
Yuck. Okay.
So we reject.
Yes.
We reject.
Is there
Okay.
enough
Save.
evidence?
Say yes.
Yes. So C.
Yes.
Submit. Here we go.
I'm scared.
You and me both. Well, what is right?
Yay!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Wow.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, we got 26 wrong. Or maybe I did. Because I
What
got.
did
Well, let me go through the rest here. 27's right, 28 right, 29 right, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So we only got
Wow.
one wrong.
Holy
It's
cow.
a miracle.
I'm not changing my answers for that.
What did you have on 26 though, John?
1.9.
Should be
0.
point- Should be 0.190.
Okay.
So just an error in your decimal point.
Yep. And I am not re-inputting for all of that.
No, that's too good a score.
98 was my 98.84. I'm taking it.
Yep.
Yeah, with my luck, I'd put something else in wrong, get a worse score.
That'd be what I do too. I'd fix that decimal point and screw up another one someplace else.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why we're not redoing.
Story of my life.
And I think I'm going to re-download my quantitative and get rid of this sucker. Because it's obviously not right.
Well, now I missed one.
Which one?
I don't know.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. And I think we've lost Jeff.
Oh, I missed 3 somehow. What was 3?
Number 3?
Yeah.
Number 3 was test of two proportions is what I got.
Yep, and that's what it is.
Oh. Hmm.
What other ones did you miss, Molly?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I managed that, but
Brett, how'd you
Yo.
do?
I got 100 because I had that decimal point in the right spot.
Yeah.
See, now this scares me getting this good a grade on this quiz because then I go into the test thinking, hey, I know what I'm doing.
no.
And
Yeah.
then I screw up.
You and me both.
Because last time the test was nothing like the
No,
review.
No.
it wasn't.
I felt like I knew it after the review last time.
Yep. Yep. And it blew me out of the water.
Yeah. All right, so shall we end this?
Let's do it.
Too bad we can't all join together and do the test.
That would be sweet.
Yes, it would. Oh, I saw Jeff for a second. Oh, well. Okay.
Let's just watch for his email and see what he gets from Brother Bennett on the project, and then we'll go from there, I guess.
Yeah, see what we need to do with it because we got to get it going. I looked at our score from last semester, Brett, and we got 100% on that thing.
Yeah.
It didn't help my grade any, though.
Well, it did, or it would have been worse, John.
True.
It must
Nope.
not be weighted as high as the test or the test.
I don't think they are. I don't
It
think
isn't.
it is.
But yeah, I was. I mean, I came within just an inch of getting a C, C minus, which would have saved me. But the two final tests, this one and the last one,
Really?
I
Yeah.
just did not do well. So I've got to do good on this test.
So that means this one's a hard one, huh?
Yeah. I'm hoping for an 80.
Do you feel like you know it better this semester
Oh,
than you did last?
much better. Yeah, much better this semester.
Yeah.
John's been working with a tutor or two, and I've been working with Britton some, and
Or
he's been really
three.
helpful. Yeah, and I the last time I had no idea what some of this stuff was. I mean, it was just totally a foreign language, and now at least I'm kind of
Right.
understanding it a little bit. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like I understand it, and then when it gets right down to it, I can't remember.
well, it's like Jeff was saying too. They give it to you, but then they try